out
Your
to
votes
benefit
matter,
huge
and
corporate
you've been
success.
telling us for $2 million saying you're
You want to blow
tax
it
cuts,
up.
but you're going to vote against it.
As the current legislative session draws to an end, Republican and DFL lawmakers and their staffs become worn out and stressed. So too with we rank-and-file Democrats who track what's happening in St. Paul, go to local party conventions, and need to ready ourselves for the next campaign season. Yes, we regulars do need a break from time to time.
Oofta!
Here's Tim O'Brien and the Junkyard Democrats.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Our erstwhile rockers, the Junkyard Democrats, Norb, Tommy, and Doug, answered the question, who let the dogs out, and the Republicans panicked. Recently, our air guitar heroes followed up with yet another hit video, but by August, the Junkyard Democrats had burned out and retreated to the DFL Botanical Garden. Amid the quiet beauty of this sanctuary, our boys refreshed themselves with contemplation and the written word.
Welcome to the DFL's Botanical Gardens. My name's Doug Lind, and I'm a Junkyard Democrat. When I'm in the garden, I like to relax among the herbs and browse through the album of vintage You Don't Say cartoons. They're in the Star Tribune on Mondays. Artist L.K. Hanson selects quotes from the famous and infamous, past and present, and nails them to the absurd. Hanson loves irony. Here's a quotation from a French poet and philosopher.
The future, like everything else, is not like it used to be.
Well, you get the idea. Here's some more. Anybody has a right to evade taxes if he can get away with it. No citizen has a moral obligation to assist in maintaining the government. If Congress insists on making stupid mistakes and passing foolish laws, millionaires should not be condemned if they take advantage of them. So said J.P. Morgan, American financier and capitalist. Curiosity is insubordination in its purest form. Vladimir Nabokov. Well said. The heaviest restriction upon the freedom of public opinion is not the official censorship of the press, but the unofficial censorship by a press which exists not so much to express opinion as to manufacture it. Dorothy L. Sayers, British crime writer, and a news manufacturing press is a crime. Here's another one.
I'm a catalyst for change. You can't be an outsider and be successful over 30 years without leaving a certain amount of scar tissue around the place. Rupert Murdoch, media mogul.
Always acknowledge a fault frankly. This will throw those in authority off their guard and give you opportunity to commit more. Mark Twain. Yep.
Michelle Bachmann. Oh Lord, I know that I'm a super patriot and that I have been anointed to be the president of our troubled, sinful country. Help me to do what needs to be done.
The mistake a lot of politicians make is in forgetting they've been appointed and thinking they've been anointed. Mildred Pepper, wife of longtime member of Congress.
I'm so proud to be Iowanese. So what if I left the state when I was 12? No one's more Iowanish than I am. When my pilgrim ancestors landed on the shores of Iowa, blah, 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 blah.
Brilliant and subtle? I don't think so, Pa. She's no Iowan if you ask me.
But you have to admit, Ma, she's got really strange nails, for sure.
Gertrude Stein, the American writer who hosted many a literary salon in Paris during the 20s. You are brilliant and subtle if you come from Iowa, and really strange. And you live as you live, and you are always well taken care of if you come from Iowa.
You are welcome here as long as you're just like me. You betcha.
During a stay at the DFL Botanical Garden, air guitar man Norbert Gurnis, an avid duck hunter, learned something about himself. He learned something without an email blast or another TV soundbite about the life political.
You know, I just may become a vegan.
Tommy Johnson, our other junkyard Democrat, spent his respite at the DFL Botanical Garden with its collection of rare dictionaries. He's a blogger and loves words.
Did you know that the words race car, spelled backwards, still spells race car? And that the word eat is the only word in the English language that when you take the first letter and move it to the end, spells its own past tense, ate. Now, if you rearrange the letters in the phrase Tea Party Republicans, that's Tea Party Republicans, and add a few more letters, it spells, shut up, you freeloading, progress-blocking, benefit-grabbing, resource-sucking, violent hypocrites, and deal with the fact you nearly wrecked the country under Bush and our president is black. So get over it.
Just an aside, always remember one thing. I don't care what it is, just try to remember one thing.
Democratic Visions is independently crafted by volunteers, mostly Democrats, from Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Edina, and Bloomington.